guys want a sneak peek into the video that I'm making around sleep token, vessel, the shadow work, the anima possession theory that I've got going on, this is it. I'm going to give you guys a little insight into it. This might trigger a few people. Just sit with it, see whatever comes up, because ultimately this is all shadow work for all of us as well. Whatever comes up from the unconscious, whatever triggers you, that is a chance for you to reflect and to be able to unpack and then recondition it. Put it back into your nervous system in a way that is congruent as opposed to fragmenting you further. So let's get into it. So this mask here, this is what this is inside of the video. Okay, this version of the mask, the persona, that's the mask. It shows the possession of sleep, vessel's anima, taking over the projection of vessel, which is ultimately the persona. This next part might upset some people. It's not my intention to do so. I'm only reflecting upon what Carl Jung's work suggests that is happening to greater society. This is something that every single human needs to contend with, and the current zeitgeist that we all project unconscious materia into is being explored in public view. Anima possession refers to a state where the man becomes overly identified with or controlled by his anima, the unconscious feminine aspect of his psyche. Here's a bit of a detailed explanation. The anima archetype. In Jungian psychology, the anima represents the feminine qualities inherent in men's unconscious minds. It embodies aspects such as emotion, intuition, creativity, and sensitivity. The anima is not limited to personal experiences, but also contains collective feminine images and symbols. Water, darkness, the unconscious. Anima possession. Anima possession occurs when a man is overly influenced or controlled by his unconscious anima. This can manifest as irrational emotions, mood swings, obsessive thoughts about women, or idealized fantasies. The man may project his anima onto women, seeing them as embodiments of his own unconscious desires and fears. He may also seek validation and fulfillment through relationships with women, often experiencing disappointment and frustration. Symptoms and manifestations. Anima possession can lead to moodiness, irritability, irrational behavior in men. They may become overly emotional or sensitive, reacting strongly to perceived slights or rejections. The man may idolize women or certain feminine qualities, seeking external validation and approval to compensate for inner insecurities or feelings of inadequacy. Alternatively, he may reject or demonize the feminine, projecting his unconscious fears and anxieties onto women, viewing them in suspicion or hostility. Integration and healing. Jung believed that integration of the anima is crucial for psychological wholeness and individuation, the process of becoming one's true self, the capital S self. This involves recognizing and acknowledging the anima's influence, exploring its messages, symbols through dreams, active imagination, or creative expression. Through inner work and self-awareness, a man can gradually integrate the anima into his conscious personality, finding balance between masculine and feminine energies, developing a healthier relationship with women and his own femininity. Cultural societal influences, cultural norms, and societal expectations can impact how anima possession manifests in men. Patriarchal societies may suppress or devalue feminine qualities, leading to greater anima repression or projection. Conversely, the more progressive societies may encourage men to explore and embrace their feminine side, facilitating the healthier anima integration and expression. That's interesting, isn't it? Anima possessions in a man's psyche reflect an imbalance or over-identification with his unconscious feminine aspects. By recognizing and integrating the anima, men can achieve greater psychological wholeness and develop more authentic and fulfilling relationships with themselves and others. Okay, you ready? You can see the anima possession everywhere in the world, from stereotypical nice guy, remember back, 20 years ago, the snag, the sensitive new age guy movement? The white knight syndrome, the spiritual bypassing man, the overly emotional man, the disembodied hipster. These men are exploring, also this one, the men that are exploring gender dysphoria come across as cross-dressing, presenting as different genders, presenting as female, identifying with the feminine, identifying as being a woman. All of these things, all of these men are possessed by the anima, and what they need to do is integrate and accept the anima instead of playing it out as a persona. The opposite is the same for women with the animus. The boss bitch movement, the radical feminist movement, is something interesting to consider, that they are being possessed by the animus, the masculine aspect of the woman. This is why the world is so conflicted at the moment. It comes down to the individual, because they have no higher ideal to be able to create integration, their North Star, to be able to understand who they are as an individual, as a whole embodied human, as the capital S self. Instead, we're playing out a disembodied, maladaptive, psychological complex through persona rather than integration, healing, individuation of the capital S self. Discuss!